In the 12th year of our exile, on the 5th day of the 10th month, a man who had escaped from Jerusalem came to Ezekiel. He said, "The city has fallen." 2 Kings chapter 25, verse 9. He burned the house of the Lord, and the king's house, and every great house in Jerusalem. Verse 10. The Chaldean army broke down the walls of Jerusalem on every side. What was left was burnt and blackened stone. And Ezekiel adds one more line. Chapter 33, verse 22. My mouth was opened, and I was no longer mute. On the day the temple fell, the prophet's mouth was open. 14 years after the city fell. Chapter 40, verse 3. There was a man whose appearance was like bronze, with a line of flax in his hand, and a measuring reed, standing in the gate. From chapter 40 to chapter 43, Scripture does not describe this building. It measures it. The man leads Ezekiel through it and calls out numbers. We built this reconstruction from those numbers alone. 77 measurements. Every one of them carries a verse. The unit is the long cubit. Chapter 40, verse 5. The measuring reed was 6 cubits long, each cubit being a cubit and a handbreadth, about 52 centimeters. One reed is about 3 meters. The measuring does not begin with a building. It begins with a boundary. He measured the wall. 1 reed thick and 1 reed high. 6 cubits thick, 6 cubits high. The boundary of the tabernacle had been linen hangings. Cloth, 5 cubits high. The boundary here is a wall built of stone. The east gate, 50 cubits long, 25 cubits wide. You climb 7 steps to enter. Inside are 6 chambers, 3 on each side. This is not the shape of a temple door. It is the shape of a fortress gate. The same 6-chambered gate has been excavated at Hazor, Megiddo, and Gezer. And in the account of Solomon's temple, the measurements of the gates are never given once. This exists only in Ezekiel. And before this gate stand the pillars. Chapter 40, verse 14. He measured the pillars. 60 cubits. 60 cubits. About 31 meters. The height of a 10-story building. In the whole of that long measuring, this pillar is the only thing given a height. Before you enter the gate, you look up. From the outer gate to the inner gate, 100 cubits, east, north, and south, 100 cubits each, confirmed 3 times. The inner court is 100 by 100, a square, and this vast court is empty. The text explains why. Later, chapter 43, verse 8. They set their threshold beside my threshold, and their doorpost beside my doorpost, with only a wall between me and them. The old temple had the palace built right against it, 1 wall between them. So this time, distance is built in. The empty court is not leftover space. It is distance, made on purpose. At the center of that distance stands one thing, the altar. The base, 1 cubit. The lower ledge, 2 cubits. The upper ledge, 4 cubits. The hearth, 4 cubits. The hearth is 12 cubits by 12 cubits. Its steps face east. From chapter 40 to chapter 43, this is the only furnishing given measurements. The temple porch, 20 cubits long, 11 cubits wide. You climb 8 steps, 7 steps at the outer gate, 8 at the inner gate, 8 again here. The further in you go, the higher you climb. The holy place. Chapter 41, verse 2. He measured the temple, 40 cubits long, 20 cubits wide, and here's something interesting happens. Many people assume Ezekiel's temple is a completely different building from Solomon's. But 1 Kings, chapter 6, verse 17. The holy place before the inner sanctuary was 40 cubits long. Verse 20. The inner sanctuary was 20 cubits long and 20 cubits wide. Ezekiel, chapter 41, verse 4. 20 cubits long, 20 cubits wide. This is the most holy place. The core sanctuary is the same size. What changed is not the inside, it is the outside. The courts grow. The walls thicken. The gates become fortresses. Distance appears. The temple wall is 6 cubits thick, the same as the outer wall. Inside, the walls are faced with wood from the floor to above the door, and carved into that wood. Chapter 41, verse 18. Cherubim and palm trees were carved, a palm tree between every 2 cherubim, and each cherub had 2 faces. Verse 19. A man's face toward the palm tree on one side, and a young lion's face toward the palm tree on the other. Two faces. A man and a young lion. The creatures Ezekiel saw in chapter 1 had four faces. Chapter 1, verse 10. A man in front, a lion on the right, an ox on the left, an eagle behind. In chapter 10, verse 14, a cherub, a man, a lion, an eagle. But the cherubim carved on these walls have two, and not a lion. A young lion. The windows are closed windows. Light comes in. Nothing outside can be seen. And then the most holy place. The doorposts, 2 cubits. The door, 6 cubits. The width of the door, 7 cubits. 20 cubits by 20 cubits. He said to me, "This is the most holy place, and there is nothing inside. No ark, no lampstand, no altar of incense." Solomon's inner sanctuary was overlaid with pure gold, and the ark was in it. Ezekiel's has measurements, and nothing else. This is what we think. Jeremiah had already said it. Chapter 3, verse 16. They shall no longer say, "The ark of the covenant of the Lord." It shall not come to mind. They shall not remember it, nor seek it, nor make another. And the very next verse. At that time Jerusalem shall be called the throne of the Lord. The ark had been the throne. Now the city is the throne. In Ezekiel chapter 43, verse 7, God speaks directly. "This is the place of my throne, and the place of the soles of my feet, where I will dwell among the children of Israel forever." The ark was the footstool. Now he is there himself. Hebrews chapter 9 verse 9 calls the old tabernacle a figure for the time then present. And verse 24. Christ has not entered a sanctuary made with hands, but into heaven itself. Perhaps that is why there is no ark. That is what we think. The measuring ends. He goes outside and measures all 4 sides. Chapter 42, verse 20. He measured the wall on all 4 sides, 500 long and 500 wide, to make a separation between the holy and the common. The wall was not there to keep people out. It was there to separate. Ezekiel never says when this temple is built, or how. But if it is ever built, we think it would look something like this. Solomon's temple was destroyed, and on those ruins, a new temple is raised.